Guys, welcome to another Car Booth 1 video. This is an in-depth tour of the all-new 2021 Hyundai Tucson Elite. Let's get straight into it. Towards the front, as you can see, you got the lights which are split in two separate pieces. You can see the top portion up here houses your full LED daytime running lights, as you can see. And you've got your bottom portion housing your headlights and your headlights and your indicators. Now, being the Elite trim, the headlight bulb is actually a halogen headlights, whereas if you go for the top spec model, the Highlander, you'll get full LED. Just show you over here. So you got some little nice chrome all the way here on the housing of the light there. See also it's nicely blacked out as well. And you can see, which is actually quite interesting with the what they've done with the LED daytime run lights, is they've actually sort of blended it into the grille here, which I thought was actually quite a little nice detail. You can see, in fact, you can kind of see the grille as well, that the actual shape actually is pretty much the same as the LED daytime running lights as well, which I thought was really cool. You can even see inside you got this real interesting sort of pattern inside the actual daytime running lights, which I thought was really nice. You can see you also got this sort of like nice little sort of diamond sort of effect, just finished in a sort of metallic grey finish, which I thought was quite nice. Got this step over here. You can see you got where your sensor would be is for your front radar cruise control. So how that works is when you're running on cruise control, it's got adaptive cruise control. So how it works is when you're driving on the freeway, the front car slows down, the car will automatically begin to brake and maintain a safe gap, which is actually quite nice. So you got forward parking sensors as well, so quite nice. Good look at the sensor there. The fuel consumption of this car is 8.1 litres per 100 kilometers. Urban 11.0, extra urban 6.5. You can see that it's a 2-litre petrol engine, automatic 2-wheel drive. Got your LED indicators mounted to the side of your mirrors, which helps you for visibility, especially when changing lanes, makes you much more visible. It's also quite nice. You can see you got all plastic cladding all the way around here as well. Show your wheels. So the tyres are Nexon Road GTX tyres. In terms of the tyre size, they are 18-inch tyre. You can have a look at the wheel here. It's featured in sort of metallic grey finish. It's quite nice. Switch to a wider angle lens so you can get a better look at the wheel itself. Your suspension. See, also you got some more of that more sort of interesting pan on the side there. Just sort of over here, see if you got any surround view cameras. No, looks like you'll get that on the Highlander model. Also see you got this really nice sort of aluminium finish over here, which is actually really a nice little detail. Now step towards the rear. Now, being the Highlander model, this doesn't come with their full LED tail lights. So you got the standard tail lights here. I'll switch to the wide angle lens so you can get a better look of the rear. So you just got the standard tail lights, but you got this nice little blacked up finish over here, which is quite nice. And it looks like they've moved the badge over here, which I thought was quite interesting. So you got your reverse lights. Looks like it appears to be at the bottom now. It was on one side, you were saying. So you got your, yeah, I believe so. So you've got that, and then you got your indicators towards the bottom portion here. Also see you got that sort of same diamond pen like on the front, all the way here. Also quite nice little detail. If you have a look inside underneath, we could take a look at the suspension, see what we got. So it looks like you can see you've got independent rear suspension. looks like it. It's also quite nice. And this one appears to be a front wheel drive, so and you got a single exhaust. You can have a better look at that suspension there. So you got rear backup camera, also quite nice. Makes it easier when you're reversing. You've got third braking light, pretty standard in all cars. Probably I'll just show you the tail lights. It's actually kind of cool the way it's shaped. You can see it's very sharp. You can have a look. Very cool. You can see how it's also sculpted. It's very sharp creases that we got there. So handles over here, all hidden. Manual tailgate. You can see there's a little blank button here, which would be the power tailgate normally if you go for the Highlander model. So here's the rear. So it looks like you got a 12 watt / 120 watt power outlet. I'll lift this up. You got a full size spare tire, which is actually very thoughtful. So I'm going to switch to the wide angle lens so you can see a little bit better. So you can see you got the full size spare tire, very thoughtful, much better than those annoying space savers that look quite ugly. And it's actually the exact same tire, so it's actually quite good. The seats do fall down. We'll see if they fall down flat, which I'm not too sure about. So, don't remember how I did this last time, but I'm pretty sure there's a little handle somewhere. Oh, there you go. So they've done it here, and then it doesn't want to come down, do you? Unless you have to. I think you both have to do it at the same time. So this is going to be a bit annoying. So there you go, and that looks like it locks in place like that. So you can see that comes out nice and flat. Repeat the same thing on the other side. So I'll show you right here. You can see it's actually nice and flat. If I go to the other side, got the same sort of handle here. Now it looks like you can't just undo it and it'll come down. Actually that one did, okay. And then this one will click in place, so now it's locked in place, so it's not going to go anywhere. As you can see, nice and flat. It's actually good, so it makes it easy to slide large suitcases and stuff like that. You also got some hooks here, you can see here, over here, also quite nice. And I just realized, being an idiot such as myself, you could actually fold it from the inside. That's embarrassing. Anyway, and that's to unlock it. But if I were just to show you how to do it with the handles, I should have done that earlier. It'll fall down just like that, and then, well, you get the idea. So we'll put the seats back up because I'm going to be trying them out in a bit. So how I did that, there's little handles here, nice and large. Oh, do they lift up as well? Oh, that's pretty cool. It actually makes it a little bit easier. I didn't know they could do that. Or is that just to release it? Yeah, looks like it. So yeah, so that's how the seats work. I'll just close that one here. Switch to the medium style lens. So let's have a look at the interior. So you can see you got your blind spot monitoring system, which is why you got the little triangle. Why they have them, because you can see in the cars these days, if I open this door, you can see that there's a pretty bad blind spot right here. So what that does, alerts there's a car in your blind spot, allowing you to make sure you don't cause an accident and stuff like that. So let's have a look at the interior. This is the interior of the new Tucson. Build quality is very nice. You can hear even the doors. Listen, feels very solid. Got powered seats, which is quite nice. So here's the interior of the new Tucson. Let's do that. I'll just move this out of the way. You don't want to see that. Okay. Very nice. So towards the front, if I just turn I actually didn't get a chance to show you, but here's the actual key fob. So a pretty standard looking key. Sorry. And you can see pretty standard looking key, the Hyundai logo, and you've got the sort of matte sort of finish, lock hold, stuff like that, pretty standard. So I'll just show you. Press the start button here, just to turn the gauges. We're not going to be doing anything else. To show you your gauges, it's going to beep like that for a little bit. So yeah, just going to turn on the brightness, and I'll just turn off. There you go. So these are your gauges. See, let's slide that down. It's a lot better. So you can see you got your gauges. Now, being the Elite, I believe you go for the Highlander, you get the full LED display cluster. So you can see here you've got your speedometer on the left, which looks kind of cool and unique the way they've done it, with your fuel gauge, sorry, your temperature gauge for the engine, and towards the right you got your rev counter, which goes up to 8,000 RPM, and your fuel gauge, and then you got all your accessory information. And the middle has your little sort of trip computer and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. So you got that, which displays all your little standard information and stuff like that. So you can see you got your steering wheel here, very nice. It's all leather wrapped, and you got this nice little grey stitching over here. It's really heavily bolstered too, which is nice. And it's got this interesting sort of square sort of pattern as well. You can see, looks actually pretty unique. See, it's got these all sort of how it's shaped, a little bit different. See your controls here, feel very nice. I quit pressing the wrong button. You can see they feel very solid. You can see all your other buttons as well. So you got your lane keeping assist. How it works is when your car veers off the lane, the car will notify that and then veer itself back in its lane. So it will maintain itself in its lane by reading the lanes, which is actually pretty useful, especially when doing interstate trips and stuff like that. And then you got adaptive cruise control. You can set the distance, so if you want the car to be closer but still maintain a safe gap, or further away, you can do that. So it's actually pretty cool. And you can see all the buttons feel really solid. You can see, very nice. You can see. Then you got your wipe controls to the left, and your headlight indicator controls to the right. And you can see they feel quite well made. And one thing I noticed is if you look at the actual controls, they actually got this really nice sort of, same like the headlights, they got this little nice little finish here, which actually looks really cool. I thought that was really nice. Normally with the indicator stalks they look kind of ugly looking, but these look really nice and they feel really good too, which I thought was right, which is actually pretty good. So I was making sure that guy doesn't get in this car, it'd be really annoying. So show you your, so I'll just show you your screen. So this is the screen for the, it's very annoying that charms like that. So it looks like it runs on Android, judging by these icons here. So you can see you got a lot of features here, which we probably don't have time to go through all, but I thought we'd just go through a couple of the main ones. So you've got your radio, we'll do a real radio test. Let's play some music. Don't know if it's rap music, so I don't know if it's gonna flag that. We'll just play some random music. A little bit. Trying to show some actual good examples. It's got some decent low end. So you can see the stereo system sounds pretty good. Don't interrupt this video. It's another car that has exactly the same features as this one. They do this every single time. I hate when they do that. Damn. Sorry. I just get kind of really annoyed when there's like, when I'm with a car and then all these people come to the same car I'm in when there's like 4 other cars that have exactly the same features. This drives off the wall. Anyway, so you got your phone, which kind of shows, read it, close, don't want to do that. Climate, which is actually pretty interesting. So it looks like you can kind of change a couple of settings and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty cool. What else you've got? You've got your media, sounds of nature, quiet mode, whatever that's supposed to mean. Quiet mode, okay. Information settings, navigation, I think that's also pretty important. Let's put an address. The screens are really good, and I think that's what really surprises me about these sorts of cars is like there's like these high-end cars don't have like a good screen compared to this, which I find really funny. So they've really knocked out of the park. I'm just picking. Come on, spill. Ah. I don't know. Also, you can see it's pretty good. I'll just pick a random road drift. So you can see the screen's actually really responsive. It's actually really smooth. The graphics are quite nice as well. Yeah, so you can see it's actually quite neat. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is on this as well, so you can see how responsive the screen is. So actually pretty cool. Anyway, so if we go over here, you can see that you got full touch capacitive buttons. So if I turn on the, oh, I think I did the wrong way around. So yeah. So then you can see it's all touchscreen here. Tire's temperature is, so you can see it's got obviously dual zone, so you can set two different temperatures, but I'll show you. So it goes on 27 and the lowest appears to be 17. So if you go sync, then they both are exactly the same. If you want not, then yeah. So they can control their own controls if you want. If you want it higher and they want it lower, you can do whatever. So you've got recycling, you've got front AC, kind of like a light up blue there, and diffuse, and then you've got the rear. I don't know what diffuse is, but I'm starting to think it's maybe like what they've, let's try it out. I'm not too sure, but I'll let you know what in the motion graphics. But yeah, so I think it's supposed to get rid of the smells or something. Alright, but you got an idea, so pretty cool stuff. Media, yeah, so there you go, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, very handy. Turn it off. So you can see all the buttons the feedback was quite nice, so you can see. So you can see it's actually quite good. Now let's see what other stuff you got here. So you can see you've got QI, for those who don't know, is wireless charging. You can put your phone here and it'll wirelessly charge, so it's actually good. So a lot of Android phones have this. I think iPhones from the iPhone 12 or onwards has got wireless charging, or 11, I'm not too sure. I think the iPhone 11 onwards you got wireless charging, so I guess that's good. So you got USB ports here, got another 12 watt such 120 watt power outlets. You got this sort of texture finish which you can probably put your wallet, like what I've done here, and you can just keep it here. You got some storage here. You can see I put my drinks here. Don't think it's going to fit this weird bottle here, which I reckon I don't want to really push it because I've got something half full in there, so I don't have my traditional bottle, but you can see it fits here quite nicely. It's actually quite nice. You can see you got all your additional controls here, your electronic parking brake, you got your, you can adjust I think the cameras and stuff like that, which I actually didn't try out, but let's have a look. See what this does. So we press this, what happens? So press that, what else we got? Okay, so you could just kind of switch and get a split menu. Whereas if you go for the top of the range, you can press this one and it'll give you the top, the side, and the view. So it's full 360, so which it doesn't look like it's apparent on this one, because yeah, it's cool. But it's cool because you can quickly check what's behind you before you start driving, which is actually, I think, quite handy. Yep. So you got hill descent control, you've got auto hold, so if you're inclined, say you're in traffic, the car will hold itself without rolling back, which is quite cool. And I think that's to turn off your parking sensors. And you've got two blank buttons, which I think are for the high trim levels. Different driving modes, so you can flick through different driving settings. You can see this kind of Audi's kind of styled shift knob, which looks quite nice. You can see it's all the texture sort of finish here. You've got a vinyl shift boot with some white stitching here, also quite nice. You can see the build quality of the car is got some hard plastics here. You got some soft touch materials here as well. It's quite nice, and these cool kind of style vents as well. You can see all feel very nice. And you got this sort of, looks like this sort of urban sort of material here, which I thought was quite neat. You can see over there. Whoop. You can see also here you've got heated seats. Lift this up, you got no ports here, but you got some deep storage, which should fit this one, or almost fits on. Oh no, just does. Okay, so it can actually fit my drink there. It's actually quite nice, so you can probably fit a drink there, and you can see you got vinyl with some grey stitching. You can see the seats here. If I switch to the wider angle lens again, you can see you got your seats here. It's also quite nice. I just might switch to the zoomed in lens, and you can see it's also nicely perforated too. It's also a little nice detail. You can see you got some nice silver stitching here, also perforated, very nice. And you got this sort of nice sort of metal sort of finish there. You can see your vanity mirror. You've got one that goes here, and you can manually turn it on, turn it off if you like. And you've got another one here, also very nice. So all pretty cool stuff. Take this key with me. And we'll just jump into the rear seat, so we'll show you how that works. Probably didn't get a good look at the door cards, but you can see you've got this nice little gloss black trim over here. And you can see, I think I did mention about that. And all the switches feel very nicely screwed together. I think the switches on here don't feel as nice as the ones on here in terms of the finish, but still pretty cool. And you can see you've got all the plastics feel pretty solid. And you got your lumbar support here if you want to increase your lumbar, which is this area here. This to push it forward back the seat, and then you've got so I said your lumbar, I don't know if you can see that. And you've got seat goes back forward, and that's just slide your seat forward and back. Also pretty cool, and the controls are pretty good, so they shouldn't break or anything like that. Now I'll show you the rear of the car. So here's the rear. You can see you've got some storage there, and I don't think you can fit my bottle, but yeah, just a bit can't. And you got some storage here which doesn't fit my bottle here, but that's because of the fact that this bottle is kind of weirdly shaped, but overall it seems pretty alright. I have moved this seat a little bit too forward, so it's not really the most correct, but you can see the build quality pretty good. So hard plastics here as opposed to soft at the front. Same sort of finish here and here. Urban sort of finish here. You can see gloss back trim, same sort of switches. Got some matte pockets here. Whoop, another one there. And you got rear vents, which is also quite nice. You got looks like two fast charging ports, USB, which is actually interesting because I thought they'd be going to USB Type C, because well, now everything's all USB Type C. I did show you this, but I didn't get a good close up of it. Armrest, and the seats are pretty much the same as the front, so you can see it's all nicely perforated here and here. You can see got some grey stitching there, and then you've got some lights here, and I don't know what these are, but maybe I'll let you know with the motion graphics. I'm not too sure what they are, but yeah, you got that. And then you can see the rear visibility is pretty good. You do have a blind spot, but you got blind spot monitoring system for that. You can see that the transmission tunnel is quite large, so you can easily keep your feet here. And I'll just show you the dashboard from the rear seat. Show you the dashboard. Might just move this out of the way, just kind of ruins the look of the video. Okay. It's actually pretty nice how the Hyundai's really stepped up the game. So Hyundai and Kia, I mean 10 years ago these were brands that you would never buy, but look at them today, they've really improved quickly, so it's good on them. Put this back in the front, put this back in the front as well, and then I'll just step out so you can have a better look of the interior. switch to a wide angle lens, you probably can see a bit better. See, same sort of seats, very comfortable. One thing I'm impressed is the leather seems a lot better, because a lot of Kias and Hyundais, I don't know why, the leathers just seem really cheaply made, but they look like they've done a good job with these leather, because the leather seems to be actually quite nice. So I think hats off towards them for really working with that. Let's see what this takes. 91, 87, huh, interesting. So you don't need to use premium gas, which is nice. Show you the engine. So if I just pull this lever up, pops the bonnet. I hope I get a Highlander model soon, because then I can really show you more features. Oh, God. Damn, it doesn't have any of that spring stuff. There we go. Here's the engine. So you can see it's the Smart Stream G engine. It's a 16 valve engine as well. You can see you've got your battery over there. Also quite nice. And it looks like that's your air cleaner. Pull out to open. It's going to be a little bit hard changing the belt there. Oh, not really. Yeah, it's going to be a bit challenging, so you need to. So yeah. So these are made in South Korea, in case you're wondering. I'll double check that in the description below. I think the previous one was actually built in Slovakia. So, I mean, sorry, the previous one was actually made in Czech Republic. So, I don't know if this one is built in Czech Republic as well, but I'll confirm with you guys. And I'll switch to a wide angle lens. There you go. So that's more walk around of the all new Hyundai Tucson. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This car is for sale at Frenchy Gully Hyundai. I'll leave the description in the details below. I'm working on my new website, so hopefully I'll be pretty excited when that boots up. So then you can have a browse of the cars there, and you know, you can contact me through there, but still working on it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and sorry mistakes and stuff like that, and feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care guys, and stay safe. Take care. Bye.